We're starting to see more and more conflicting housing market forecasts as the market continues to slow. On one side, we have economists and researchers who are expecting continued price appreciation, although at a much slower pace than what we saw throughout 2021. And on the other side, we have economists and researchers who are starting to expect prices will decline in the near future. I'm Tim Hamilton with StellarQuest Real Estate, and in this video I'm going to be covering a few different market forecasts from some of the industry's leading experts and researchers and letting you know where they're expecting prices to be in the future. If you enjoy watching this video, I would really appreciate it if you hit the like button below, and also please subscribe if you'd like to stay up to date on the housing market. I'm going to be breaking down some of these market forecasts in more detail. We're going to start with a few positive forecasts that are predicting home prices that are continuing to grow. But before we do that, I just wanted to quickly mention that these forecasts are referring to national home prices, and local markets can vary drastically from what the United States housing market is doing as a whole. And so starting here with Zillow, they're predicting a 2.4% price increase from July of 2022 through July of 2023. Fannie Mae is predicting a 4.4% increase in 2023, and Freddie Mac is predicting a 4% increase in 2023. The Mortgage Bankers Association is predicting 3.1% price growth in 2023, followed by 2.5% price growth in 2024. Now, one of the interesting things I noticed about Freddie Mac, Fannie Mae, and the Mortgage Bankers Association forecasts is that they're all expecting lower interest rates in 2023 than we currently have today. So interest rates have had a pretty influential impact on how the housing market has been performing. And as interest rates rise, housing affordability goes down. So if we do end up seeing lower interest rates, that can really be something that helps boost buyer demand in the housing market. Now we're going to look at a few forecasts that are expecting home prices to decline. And we're going to start with one of my favorite economists, Ivy Zelman, who is the CEO of Zelman and Associates, and they do a tremendous amount of research on the housing market. And for those of you who don't know, Ivy Zelman was one of the few economists who predicted the housing market crash that happened during the Great Recession, and also pretty much called the bottom in 2012. So she has a very strong track record of being accurate when it comes to predicting where the housing market is headed. And she was recently interviewed on the Macro Hive podcast. And in that podcast, she stated that they're expecting a 4% decline in home prices in 2023 and a 5% decline in 2024. And then she goes on to say that these could be conservative based on the speed of the declines that they've seen already. And in some of the hotter markets, they could see double-digit declines. And then she goes on to give some examples such as Phoenix, Austin, and Boise. And then next we have an article that was recently released by Fitch Ratings. And the article was titled "Severe U.S. Housing Downturn Possible, but Not Yet Probable." And in that article, they state that we could see home price declines of 10 to 15% on a multi-year basis if conditions continue to worsen. So they're not necessarily expecting that big of a price decline right now, but they are cautioning that it is entirely possible if conditions continue to get worse. If you want to read any of these articles for yourself or listen to the podcast that was recently done with Ivy Zelman, just let me know and I'd be happy to send you links or copies of the articles for you to read. And if you're in Southern California and you want to know how the market is performing locally, please feel free to call, text, or email me anytime. I'm more than happy to just kind of share with you what we're currently seeing in the market here and help you out if you're thinking about buying or selling a home. And if you enjoyed watching this video, once again, I would really appreciate it if you hit the like button, and please subscribe if you like to stay up to date on the housing market.